The Blue Envelope program is one of the Autism Hero Project's signature initiatives designed to assist drivers with autism and other communication challenges during traffic stops and interactions with law enforcement. Participants receive a blue envelope that contains important documents, such as a driver's license, vehicle registration, and insurance information, along with information that discreetly alerts officers that the driver may have communication, sensory, or behavioral differences. The program helps reduce anxiety for drivers while providing officers with valuable information that can improve communication, increase understanding, and promote safer, more positive interactions for everyone involved. The Blue Envelope program is an initiative of the Autism Hero Project. The Autism Hero Project is a nonprofit organization dedicated to improving the safety, inclusion, and quality of life of individuals with autism and their families. Through education, advocacy, community partnerships, and first responder training, the organization works to bridge communication gaps between individuals on the autism spectrum and public safety professionals. Its mission focuses on promoting understanding, enhancing emergency response interactions, and creating safer communities through awareness and collaboration. Traffic stops can be very stressful for everyone involved. But for individuals with autism or communication differences, they can be overwhelming and even dangerous. Many individuals on the autism spectrum may have difficulty with verbal communication. Officers might notice visible anxiety responses such as avoidance of eye contact, delayed processing, being overwhelmed by lights, sirens or flashlights, or a struggle to follow rapid-fire instructions or questions. Behaviors such as stemming and echolalia, which is the repeating of words or phrases, are common and can easily be misunderstood during a traffic stop. In high-stress situations, miscommunication can escalate quickly. As police officers, we are trained to make quick decisions. But without context, behaviors associated with autism can be misinterpreted as noncompliance, suspicious behavior, impairment, or defiance. The result can be unnecessary escalation for both the officer and the driver. Unfortunately, there have been real-world interactions where these misunderstandings escalated unnecessarily.
He has autism. So I
Does he?
don't know. Yes.
I asked if he had a disability. He said no. I asked if...
He's not going to tell you.
That's the parents of a man with autism talking to a police officer who put their son in handcuffs.
The video shows the moments the young man is charged with driving under the influence, a crime he did not commit.
Our investigation uncovered since 2017, more than 600 sober drivers in Tennessee have been arrested for DUI. While slurred speech, stumbling, and trouble following directions can be signs of impairment, advocates for people with disabilities explain how those behaviors can indicate something else entirely.
Investigative reporter Jeremy Finley gets insight into solutions that could help keep innocent people out of jail.
Just moments after 21-year-old Charlie Hatch is pulled over, the rapid-fire questions start.
You have anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
At youth group?
No, sir.
Before youth group?
No, sir.
After youth group?
No, sir.
Nothing in the car?
No, sir.
You may be a bit impressed how quickly he answers, but soon he has confusion.
Why are we stumbling? Why are we slurred of speech? You used your truck for balance and we're stumbling a little bit.
Because my legs are tired from the 12-and-a-half-hour shift.
Even though Hatch explains he just left youth group after working all day, Sumner County Deputy Gabriel Yap has his doubts about his sobriety. The warrant reads after a Hendersonville officer saw Hatch cross the double yellow line 6 times, Yap notes Hatch had slurred speech and had to restart the walk and turn test.
Well, flip the count, right?
Plus, Deputy Yap had asked Hatch a question that's required before a field sobriety test is given.
We don't have any medical problems?
No, sir.
None? Nothing wrong with our eyes?
No, sir.
The end result? Handcuffs.
Right now you're being placed under arrest for driving under the influence.
But here's where the events of that night take a turn.
He shows so many signs of impairment.
Hatch's parents, Andy and Andrea, arrive, telling something Deputy Yap hadn't heard.
He has autism. So I
Does
don't
he?
know. Yes. In Charlie's mind, that's not a disability.
I asked if he had a disability. He said no. I asked if...
He's not going to tell you.
It turns out Hatch had been diagnosed with autism since he was little and is high functioning. He also lives with anxiety and ADHD. So in stressful circumstances, he has trouble following directions. Jessica Moore is with Autism Tennessee.
And so we try to help law enforcement understand to slow down. Are they asking rapid fire questions?
You have anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
At youth group?
No, sir.
Before youth group?
No, sir.
After youth group?
Are they asking too many things at once? Are multiple people speaking at the same time? All of that can cause, especially an autistic person, to not be able to respond quickly. They may have trouble processing the language.
Are you concerned that people with autism could be mistaken for someone who's impaired?
Walking that straight line, standing on one foot, following, a person's finger with their eyes could be really challenging.
He's just showing so many signs of impairment. All three tests, he failed all three of them.
Does it matter if he has autism?
To me, yes, but to the courts, I would also say yes. But he's gonna have to argue in court. He's 21.
Despite the disclosure of his disabilities, Hatch is taken to jail.
I think we were more just angry that this could happen, that someone could be completely sober, under the influence of nothing, no medication, nothing, and be charged with DUI having done nothing wrong.
Months after Hatch's arrest, his blood work came back. No alcohol, no drugs in his system. The charge dismissed.
Officers need more training. They need something so this type of thing just can't happen, and they just innocent people being thrown in jail for 10 hours when they didn't do anything wrong.
For days, we reached out to the Sumner County Sheriff's Department asking for an interview. We instead received a statement from the sheriff that reads in part, the decision to make an arrest is not taken lightly and is based on observed behavior, field sobriety test performance, and the totality of the circumstances at the time. As a result of his arrest, this laminated sign now hangs in Hatch's car to alert police if he's pulled over again.
He did subsequently lose a job. I don't know if it was related to that. He has struggled to find another job, and he's worried that is on his record, that people are going to find out that he spent the night in jail, even though he did nothing wrong.
The International Association of Chiefs of Police, or IACP, finds officers are encountering more and more people with disabilities in their communities. To help prepare first responders for those interactions, Mansfield, Massachusetts Police Chief and IACP Executive Board member Ron Sellin believes more time and money should be invested in identifying solutions, such as more training for officers.
I think a basic understanding of the fact that there are neurological conditions and cognitive impairments that you are they are definitely going to encounter during their careers, and just recognizing that first is the first step.
Chief Sellin also explained building a community-oriented police department is key. He says the more officers know about their community, the more they can tailor their approach or the type of services they can provide.
The solution to the problem is the Blue Envelope Program. The Blue Envelope Program is a simple, low-cost safety initiative designed to improve communication during traffic stops involving individuals with autism or other communication differences. This immediate visual clue, paired with clear guidance that helps officers quickly reframe what they are seeing and respond appropriately. The envelope contains a copy of the individual's driver's license, insurance card, and the driver's communication methods. According to Tamika Lecce Morales, founder and president of the Autism Hero Project, the Blue Envelope Program is more than just a tool. It's a bridge of understanding. It empowers individuals and equips first responders with the knowledge they need to approach every situation with patience and empathy, thereby ensuring a safer community for everyone. How does the Blue Envelope Program work? During a traffic stop or other law enforcement interaction, the driver presents the blue envelope to the officer, which contains their driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. The blue envelope discreetly alerts the officer that the individual may have autism, a communication difference, processing delays, sensory sensitivities, or anxiety during interactions. This information helps officers better understand the individual's needs and adjust their communication style accordingly. By allowing for additional processing time, using clear and concise instructions, and recognizing potential behavioral responses associated with autism, officers can help reduce stress, improve communication, and create a safer, more positive interaction for everyone involved. The program serves as a simple yet effective tool that promotes understanding, enhances public safety, and strengthens trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve.
A simple blue envelope could make a life-changing difference during a traffic stop. It is a program designed to help bridge communication between police and drivers with autism or other communication challenges. Here to tell us a little bit about the Autism Hero Project this morning is the founder, Tamika Lachey Morales, Detective Chad Benavides from the Elgin Police Department, and Sergeant Christopher Johnson from the Bartlett Police Department. Thank you all for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us, Brian.
Now, for some of our viewers who may not be familiar and hearing this for the first time, what exactly is the Blue Envelope program, and how exactly does this work during a traffic stop?
So the Blue Envelope program is honestly just a very simple tool that has kind of revolutionized policing when it comes to autistic drivers and law enforcement. And it gives instructions to the officer, like to cut lights and sounds, some expectations, so that they can immediately know how to respond to the driver and not confuse it or misconstrue it for something other than autistic driver.
Now, Detective, from a law enforcement perspective, how does this program maybe change some of the interactions between yourself and somebody maybe you're pulling over who has some communication challenges?
Yeah, I'm in a really unique position where I get to interact with these individuals on a daily basis, but also their caregivers and them. And hearing from the officer's perspective, it gives them a lot of confidence because they're going into the interaction with a little bit more knowledge. And when they have more knowledge of, how this person might interact with them, it allows them to make better decisions. Better decision making leads to better outcomes. And then I get to hear it from the other side, from the caregivers and different people in their lives, and just hearing some of the stories about how it just, takes a huge weight off their shoulders and just allows them to not have to worry as much when their kid gets.
Everybody feels just a little bit better about the situation. It can be a little bit tense for sure. Now, for Sergeant Johnson, as both an officer and a father of a child on the spectrum, why is this mission so important to you?
This mission is so important to me because, yes, my son is on the spectrum, and when he grows up and when he's able to drive, I hope that he is going to be treated the same way that we are out there treating people who have communicative issues or who are on the spectrum, right? So I can only hope that he gets that same treatment. That's why this is so important to me, because I want to be that model for him, to be like, hey, your dad was a part of this amazing initiative, and I just want to see this program keep continuing to grow and grow.
Now, for both of you, how would you say that officers are maybe learning how to handle some of these interactions a little bit better?
Yeah, so recently, throughout the last couple of years, there's been a huge push for this autism training. Departments all over the state are getting trained in autism, and it's allowing us to go into these interactions with a better sense of how someone might react, and when we learn about how we are going to handle a certain situation. It takes a lot of the stress off our shoulders, and it also takes a lot of stress off of the individuals as well.
Tamika, what exactly is included on this envelope for some of our viewers at home who may not have seen one of these before?
Great. So there's actually instructions right away for the driver itself. So inside they put a copy of their driver's license, their vehicle registration, and their insurance card, so that they don't have to worry and fumble all for it at the same time. And it kind of eliminates that anxiety up front. But it tells them, you're about to have an officer approach. He might have shining lights. He might have a lot of radio sound. And so it kind of prepares them, which is really good, because then they can anticipate what to expect, and it reduces that anxiety. But then on the other side, it tells the officer the communication style. If it's nonverbal, minimally verbal, if they use an AAC device, if they use pictures and PECs to speak, which is a picture exchange system. But it also tells the driver, can you please make sure that you're cutting lights and sounds and radios if you can, but also if the autistic driver doesn't maintain eye contact or starts stimming or echolalia, they're not trying to be defiant, they're not under the influence, or, which could be misconstrued as that, and it gives clear directions to the officer with the best part, a support contact person's contact information, that in the moment, if they want to call and have the person live on the phone call while the whole situation's going down, it gives everybody a peace of mind that they're all going to get home safely and they're going to avoid any, escalation problems.
That is exactly what we want, everybody to get back home safely. Absolutely. Thank you all for your time this morning.
Thank you for having us, Brian.
All right.
One of the key benefits of the Blue Envelope program is that it provides officers with a simple, easy-to-remember framework for communicating effectively with individuals who may have autism, communication differences, sensory sensitivities, or processing delays. The Autism Hero Project promotes the I-Care communication model, which encourages officers to introduce themselves calmly, communicate clearly and simply, allow extra time for responses, reduce sensory stimulation when possible, and explain what is happening and what will happen next. These communication strategies help reduce confusion, anxiety, and misunderstandings during traffic stops and other law enforcement encounters. By taking a few extra moments to adjust their approach, officers can create a more positive interaction, improve cooperation, and enhance safety for everyone involved. The I-Care model reinforces the idea that every interaction matters and that effective communication is one of the most important tools officers can use when serving individuals with diverse needs. Another significant benefit of the Blue Envelope program is the guidance it provides directly to drivers. Traffic stops can be stressful for anyone, but they can be particularly overwhelming for individuals with autism, sensory sensitivities, communication differences, or anxiety. The Blue Envelope includes simple, step-by-step prompts that help the driver understand what to do during the encounter. These reminders include pulling over safely, remaining in the vehicle, keeping hands visible, and informing the officer that they have a blue envelope. By providing clear expectations and a structured reference, the program helps reduce uncertainty and anxiety during the interaction. The guidance also encourages safe behaviors, such as avoiding sudden movements and communicating needs appropriately, which can help prevent misunderstandings. Ultimately, these prompts support the driver in remaining calm and regulated while helping officers conduct the traffic stop safely and effectively. The result is improved communication, enhanced safety, and a more positive experience for both the driver and the officer. While the Blue Envelope program facilitates traffic stops, its benefits extend well beyond the traffic stop itself. By providing guidance to the driver and valuable information to the officer, the program creates a shared understanding that helps both parties navigate the interaction more effectively. For individuals with autism and other communication differences, the Blue Envelope offers a practical way to communicate their needs and can significantly reduce the anxiety often associated with law enforcement encounters. For officers, the program enhances situational awareness, reduces the likelihood of misinterpreting behaviors, provides access to caregiver contact information when appropriate, and supports safer decision-making in the field. Perhaps most importantly, programs like this help strengthen relationships between law enforcement agencies and the communities they serve. When families see officers making efforts to understand and accommodate individuals with unique needs, trust grows, partnerships develop, and confidence in public safety services is enhanced. In many ways, the Blue Envelope program represents community policing in action, building bridges through understanding, communication, and compassion. The Blue Envelope program should not be viewed as a standalone initiative, but rather as one component of a broader strategy to improve interactions between first responders and individuals with autism. While the Blue Envelope provides valuable information during a traffic stop, agencies can further strengthen their response capabilities through additional tools and partnerships. Simulated traffic stops, for example, give officers an opportunity to practice communication techniques and build confidence in a controlled environment before encountering real-world situations. Home and vehicle decals can provide early awareness during emergency responses, while special needs registries allow families to voluntarily share important information about communication preferences, sensory triggers, elopement risks, medical concerns, and calming strategies. Together, these programs help first responders arrive better informed and better prepared to meet the needs of the individuals they serve. The ultimate goal is to move from a reactive response model to a proactive one, where preparation, training, and collaboration create safer outcomes for families, officers, and the community as a whole. The Blue Envelope program is accessible to law enforcement agencies through the support of the Florida Autism License Plate Grant. The grant allows the Autism Hero Project to provide agencies with the resources needed to implement the program without creating a significant financial burden. Participating agencies receive a customized rollout package that includes training materials, implementation tools, and guidance designed to help officers better understand and interact with individuals on the autism spectrum. In addition to the program materials, agencies gain access to specialized training resources, including the hashtag Heroes Unite, the Need for First Responders Autism Training documentary. These resources help build awareness, improve communication skills, and prepare first responders for real-world interactions with individuals who may have unique communication or sensory needs. The overall goal is to equip agencies with practical tools and knowledge that enhance public safety, strengthen community relationships, and ensure individuals with autism receive understanding and appropriate support during law enforcement encounters. The Autism Hero Project is much more than the Blue Envelope program itself. The organization serves as a partner to law enforcement agencies by providing the resources, training, and support necessary to successfully implement autism-friendly initiatives within their communities. Rather than simply distributing blue envelopes, the Autism Hero Project helps agencies develop a comprehensive approach that includes officer training, simulated traffic stop exercises, sensory kits, communication protocols, public outreach materials, and community engagement events. These resources help ensure that officers are prepared to interact effectively with individuals who have autism and other communication differences, while also educating the public about available services and support. The goal of this growing movement is to advance towards statewide adoption of the Blue Envelope program through legislative support. The goal of this legislation is to increase awareness among law enforcement agencies, encourage consistent implementation of the program, improve safety for drivers with autism and communication differences, and establish a standardized approach across jurisdictions. By combining training, community partnerships, and public policy, the Autism Hero Project is helping create a more inclusive public safety system where officers, families, and community members work together to achieve safer and more positive outcomes for everyone involved. What are other police departments doing to bridge the gaps between autism and policing? The following slides are some examples of their efforts. A Heroes Unite Autism event is a community-focused outreach program designed to bring together individuals with autism, their families, first responders, educators, service providers, and community members in a positive, welcoming environment. These events create opportunities for meaningful interaction outside of emergency situations, allowing families and law enforcement officers to build relationships based on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. Activities often include demonstrations by police, fire, and emergency services personnel, family-friendly games, resource booths, sensory-friendly activities, and opportunities for attendees to meet first responders in a relaxed setting. By fostering these connections before a crisis occurs, participants become more comfortable with one another, helping to reduce fear and uncertainty during future interactions. The event also serves as an opportunity to educate the community about autism awareness, acceptance, and inclusion while connecting families with valuable local resources and support networks. Ultimately, Heroes Unite events help strengthen community partnerships and reinforce the shared goal of creating safer, more inclusive communities for individuals with autism and their families.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of.
In case you didn't know, the month of April is Autism Awareness Month. The Homestead Police Department has created an autism outreach program for families and family members with autism. And there's no charge to sign up. And you'll receive a decal just like this. You see me back there putting it on the car? Just like that. These decals can also be placed outside of your residence. To register, click the link in our bio or go to homesteadfl.gov and search autism.
Attention all units, be advised there's an autism alert at the address Reference hypersensitivity. All units responding. Turn off lights and sirens upon approach. Again, all units be advised.
This program has been very helpful for me and my son, creating a safer way to have a police interaction.
The Homestead Police Department supports Autism Awareness Month. We hope you take advantage of the services that we offer.
All I want is this. All I want is this. And I don't think it's a lot to ask. I think that if you love me, you will get me something like it.